A very good morning, dear children. In class plus one, we are moving with the reading of this chapter number two, the address from Snapshot book. And in this one, we completed this reading. Initially, there's a conversation between Mrs. Darling and Mrs. S's daughter. And after getting a negative approach from her side, Mrs. S's daughter decides to move to the railway station and find out all the memories related with her mother and all these streets and shops. Okay, and of course, she reminds the past time of her mother when she was alive. And in this chapter, we also come to know that Darling had been a selfish lady who comes to Mrs. S house daily and never leaves house empty handed. Okay, and after that, the girl tried second time, and this time a 15 years girl opened the door. The girl offered her tea and water and even a chair to sit down. It being the second visit of Mrs. S.'s daughter to 46 Marconi Street house was fruitful, in which we also feel comfortable with the narrator. So, till here we completed, in which we got to see that there is a description about tea plates and pewter plates and woolen tablecloth. Okay, so we start from this part. We use it for everything, she said. Once we even ate off the plates hanging there on the wall. Means here we came to know that the daughter of Mrs. Darling tells Mrs. H's daughter that they use all the antique things, okay, and sometimes they eat open of the plate. Means they have broken that plate, which was antique things which were taken care carefully by Mrs. S. I wanted to show much, but it wasn't anything special. There was nothing special. She wanted to speak most things. I had found the burn mark on the tablecloth. We got to see that while sitting on the chair, her finger followed the pattern of the tablecloth, and lastly, Mrs. S.'s daughter found a burn mark on the tablecloth. I had found the burn mark on the tablecloth. The girl looked questioningly at me. Okay. Yes, I said, you get so used to touching all these lovely things in the house. You hardly look at them anymore. Means to say, according to Mrs. S's daughter, all the things they use them very well, but you hardly look at them anymore. Means you hardly take care of these things. You only you only notice when something is missing. When something is missed, then only you take care, then you notice, then you find out, because it has to be repaired or because you have lent it. For example, you have to repair it, or it seems that you have taken it from somebody, you have borrowed it from somebody. Again I heard the unnatural sound of my voice, and went I went on. So right now the girl is able to hear her inner voice. I remember my mother once asked me, now again she reminds, once asked me if I would help her polish the silver. When Mrs. S was alive, that time once only, Mrs. S asked her daughter to polish the silver. It was a very long time ago, very long time ago, and I was probably bored that day. And unfortunately, the daughter of Mrs. S was feeling bored that day, or perhaps I had to stay at home because I was ill. These are the other reasons that the girl gives to us, as she had never asked me before. Means first time the lady asked her daughter to polish the silver. I asked her which silver she meant, and she replied. When the daughter asked her mother which silver she need to polish out, then she replied, surprise, that is the spoons. And you know these spoons, earlier we also have a description of these spoons, and these spoons are made of silver. Forks and knives. Okay, three things: spoons, forks, and knives. Of course, and that was the strange thing. I didn't know the cutlery we ate of every day was silver. Means that day only, Mrs. S's daughter came to know that the cutlery that they use was made of silver. Fine. The girl laughed again. Now Mrs. S's daughter laughed again. I bet you don't know it is either. I looked intently at her. Means now both the daughters, daughter of Darling, Mrs. Darling, and daughter of Mrs. S, they were talking to each other, and they bet that she does not know it is either. It is made of silver. Who says? Mrs. S's daughter said, I bet you that if you don't know about the metal of these spoons. What we eat with? She asked. What we eat with? Well, do you know? She hesitated. She walked to the sideboard and wanted to open a drawer. Okay? She wanted to open a drawer. I look, it is in here. Means what they are talking about? They are talking about spoons. Spoons which were made of silver. So this time, the girl, Mrs. S's daughter, left the chair and went to closer to the drawer, and I look. It is in here. Means all the spoons. I jumped up. I was forgetting the time. Then she find out that she is forgetting the time. I must catch my train. Means the girl had to catch her train. She had her hand on the drawer. Don't you want to wait for my mother? Now Mrs. Darling daughter said that, will you not wait for my mother? No, I must go. Then she replied negatively, no, I need to go. I walked to the door. The girl pulled the drawer open. I can find my own way. Means right now the girl, Mrs. S's daughter, has left the house and decided to leave the house because her time was there to miss the train otherwise. And simultaneously the daughter of Mrs. Darling found out the spoons when she opened the drawer. As I walked down the passage, I heard the jingling of spoons and forks. Means when Mrs. S's daughter left the house, she was going through the street. That time she could hear the voice, means jingling sound of spoons. Which spoons? Silver spoons. She could hear the voice. At the corner of the road, when she reached at the corner of the road, I looked up at the nameplate. Again she observed the nameplate. Marconi Street. Obviously it was Marconi Street. It said it had been at number 46. It said number 46 Marconi Street. The address was correct. The address was absolutely correct. But now I didn't want to remember it anymore. But right now the girl decided to forget the address simply. I would not go back there because the objects that are linked in your memory with the familiar life of former times instantly lose their value. When served from them, you see them again in the strange surroundings. So, my dear children, here the girl decided to forget the address, number 46 Marconi Street. Okay, it would not go back there, means these memories will not go back with her, because the objects that are linked, because the objects which are connected with her mother's memory, with the familiar life of former times, with the old times, instantly they lose their value. All these antique things, they lost their values because they were never respected by Mrs. Darling, and they were never taken care fully by Mrs. Darling. When served from them, means right now all these things they were being used to serve the foods. You see them again in strange surrounding. You can find out these antique things again surrounding mentally. Means physically she will not come back to that address. Right now she decided to forget the address for the whole life. Okay. And what would I have done with them in a small rented room where the shred of blackout paper still hang along the windows, and no more than a handful of cutlery fitted in the narrow table drawer? Now the girl lastly puts a question before us. What should I have done with them? With them means with these things. With these things in a small rented room. This was now a rented room where the threads of black out paper still hang along the window, where the black paper still hang on the window, and no more than a handful of cutlery. Means earlier Mrs. S had a lot of cutlery with her in her kitchen or in her room, but now only a handful of was left. Means very few antique things were left, fitted with fitted in the narrow table drawer, and all these handful cutlery they were fitted in the very narrow table drawer. I resolved to forget the address. Now the narrator decided to forget the address. Of all the things I had to forget, of all the things, which things? Antique things, including address also. Of all the things I had to forget, that would be the easiest. Okay, so lastly, the girl found out a solution and decided also that she must forget the address because it is the easiest way. It is the easiest way to forget the address, because all the things they have been taken care very carelessly. Okay, so this is the ending of this chapter, my dear children. Fine. And now we come to the next four important questions of this chapter. Like, have you come back? Said the woman. I thought that no one had come back. Does this statement give some clues about the story? If yes, what is it? Dear children, do you remember the very first line of the chapter? These are. Have you come back? These lines we can find out on the very first page of the chapter. Do these lines really give us some clues? Yes, of course. These lines give us clues. About what? About civil war. Isn't it? About civil war. And what is it? And these clues in which we come to know about civil war, and due to civil war people migrated. That's why have you come back. So migration is also described in this part indirectly. Got it? Next one. The story is divided into pre-war and post-war, means before the war and after the war times. What hardship do you think the girl underwent during these times? See, in this one, we need to find out two situations. One is before the war, second is after the war. Got it? So what happens before the war? Before the war, the girl had to face the hardship of removing the antique things from her house to Mrs. Darling house. Most commonly point. Second thing, after the war, she need to manage with the things which were taken care by her mother. And secondly, before pre-war, she was with her mother. Post-war, her mother was no more. In both the situation, we find out the aftermath of a war, especially the civil war in Holland. Understood? So this is the part 2 in which we need to find out the situation where the girl thinks or the girl goes underwent some certain times, like when her mother was alive in the uh, pre-war situation. They were living in 46 Marconi Street. Now her mother is no more in post-war, and they were not living at number 46 Marconi Street. Earlier, the things were taken carefully by Mrs. S. Now the things were used fully by Mrs. Darling without any value. So these things we find out. Next one, why did the narrator of the story wanted to forget the address? Why did the narrator means Mrs. S.'s daughter? Dear children, it's very good that she decided to forget the address. The reason being, first reason, there is nothing that she find out any belongingness to that address. If I talk about behavior of Mrs. Darling. Second thing, definitely she had some connection with antique things of her late mother, but now all the things they were being taken care, they were being used irrelevantly or without value. Third thing, the narrator did not find anything special by which she could feel comfortable with the characters whosoever lives in this Marconi Street 46 number house. So that's why the narrator wanted to forget the address. Now, important question of this chapter. The address is a story of human predicament, human behavior that follows war. So here, my dear children, we have to find out the clues related to war in this chapter, because you also have understood that directly and indirectly, in both ways, the war of the civil war of Holland has affected the lives of the people, in which Mrs. S was also then. Got it? So this war means civil war. How did it affect the lives of people? We already have discussed migration, okay, and you can say conflict in the relationships, okay, embarrassments in the society caused by war. So these are the certain points in which we come to know about human behavior followed by the war. These are the four another questions, or you can say important question based on the length. The very first one, how could you find out the title of the chapter is appropriate? Means we need to find out the appropriateness of the title in this first question. The address was number 46 Marconi Street. How it was appropriate? Means overall, the complete chapter is rotating around this house, which was full of antique things. So need to make it suitable. Next one, character sketch of Mrs. S. Okay, we got to see that she was noble, kind-hearted, social, and even a real human being. In less word, I just tell you. I'm just giving clues. Next one, character sketch of Mrs. Darling. Darling, opposite to Mrs. S. Selfish, knavish, self-centered, fickle-minded, unsocial, unkind. Okay, and very poor in social approach. Next one, profile or portrait or character sketch of Mrs. S's daughter. Means to say the nature of the story. Okay, so dear children, now this chapter is over, and I hope you have understood the things, including all these 4 questions and these 4 extra questions. And I just suggest you to do reading and try to understand it better. Thank you. Have a good day.